since almost 2 years ago, I just absolutely started to playing some sort of this one as well. So if I started with this out, welcome to a brand new series in Project Trackday. As long ago, it's not gonna be long ago like this one, and I started producing some sort of LMP1 projects as well, as we're gonna be pressing to this one as well. So it looks like we're gonna be doing for some kind let's drive cars as well, since the race mode has turned on. And what the music is this? We can't absolutely we have for today, and looks like we have to do for race mode. And before we're gonna be doing for our race mode as for our first time, let's do for a practice mode for our first. So we have for a Toronto, Canada as well, starting with Fuji, Hockenheim, Monza, Paul Ricard, Sebring, and Tsukuba as well. To start with this out for our Japanese reference to get inside of this one. So I make sure the game is gonna be looking quiet about this one. So as you're gonna be seeing like this, it sounds like pretty loud. But I just absolutely not try to warn you, there are sounds like extremely loud vehicles as well. Back in 2021, which is absolutely find ourselves, we have some kind of money as well. As we starting up this one, I'm at a level 41, starting within the beginner, as since we have some sort of money. As we're gonna be starting with this out, let's do this really right there for a first time. As for our Project Trackday, we got for Assetto Corsa as well. As for our starting with this one, as we're gonna be doing for map options as well, let's using for ultra as well. So let's do for high sun glare instantly. So as we're gonna be doing for store, we have no boost, let's drive anyways. As we're doing have a lot of money as well, as we're starting to do with GT4 special classes, GT3, GTE. Wait a second, it's have a group 5 special, GT1, group 5, GT1 on an Elm, GT500, Group C, LMP1H, Formula 1, and safety car requires for Game Pass. I have 50,000 credits. Let's start with the GT4, as we're going to be doing for OLED max discounts at a level 0. We have a Ford Mustang, requires a lot of money, as we're going to be doing for some green stuff. I don't really think as well, so I'm going to be starting over here, some sort of a lot of things one as well. So looks like we're gonna be out of the R8 on the level 3. Looks like every 3 cars must be level 0 to a level 7. Looks like we're gonna be spawning for a Ford Mustang. We don't have any to do like this. If we're gonna be owning for this vehicle, I have to choose for the color green, and let's check it out for our very first variation. So I mean, this is some kind of enter the driver as well. I mean, there's some kind of just a little bit entering for out of here. I think I just having an issue. Let's exiting this out before I just jump in for this vehicle. It's just loud, I guess. Before I just turn down to manual. This is absolutely quite a very good as well. I'm a level 40. But it sometimes I just gotta be turning on the chat filter, make sure this is exactly like a thread or something. We're gonna be doing for absolutely one time. For my best lap time will be at least fast enough. And since they added money for this time for a currency of winnings, which means you'll buy a Formula 1 car without going to get off tracks as well. As we're gonna be getting off track for this our first time. Looks like our lap times is absolutely pretty perfect using a GT4 car. Down inside of our second variations, I need to turn up and turning up the volume. I need to get a little bit louder as well, as pretty not possible that we're going to be doing such as very loud impossible. I don't want to get impossible to do like this. As you can see for the XP counter, when I lap this one, and I mean in the server list, we have something kind of a little bit for Japanese servers. Let's get away from this a little bit. I just absolutely missed shifting for clutch as well. So, oh no, I almost going to get a corner cut as well. As we're going to be pressing V, this sounds like it's pretty loud anyways. And our first counter for Sector 1 complete. And we just almost going to get a spin. We got only for a second gear and our manual transmission. We just absolutely going to get our pretty butt staff. I have to let go of the throttle when it's absolutely much as time before it does not went out of fuel update when the fuel update goes on, which means I'm just gonna be saving amount of laps we have for today, as this is the louder vehicle that I just expected for this one. So as you're gonna be pressing V, it gets closer. This does not exactly look like it was the PG Motorsport way, as we're gonna be closing in into our next lap as our first sector, which is I'm gonna be pressing tab for our sector 1. Oh no, it just absolutely fallen now for 1 second penalty for an off-track detection as well. So our first sector is failed. Looks like our next couple of turns as possible we want absolutely doing as well. So inside of Tsukuba Raceway, this is a circuit for a one time. If I just gonna be fall out of the track, we just absolutely miss shifting for just going to get up here for this one. Back to 4th gear, as we absolutely for our next lap is absolutely pretty bad. Looks like we need to do for something like a clean lap. After this clean lap, we go back into the pits, as we're gonna be seeing around in the lap corners as well, as we're gonna be turned down some kind of a gear controls as well. As we just fall off track, we have spinning for our very first time. As you can see inside of the interior, we might not absolutely doing good as well. So anyways, I jump off the car and looks like we needed to hold tab and teleport into the garage. Looks like, and the personal best is already absolutely going to be doing like this. And something kind of in sound effects just updated for some reasons as well. Let's see the GT3 class, as owns at the level 9, which is I have there, requires not a little bit much dollars. GTE cars we have for today reached it at the level 11. This is the C7R, which is I just own for the level amount of some kind of sort of levels, and I reached to Ford GT requires at the level 17. Only have last 2 GT1 supercars at least for a Nissan GTR. We cannot able to absolutely, we're gonna get up here in the group 5 class. We have only 2 of them cars, but there is no left as well. So as we're gonna be seeing for the GT1 LM, we got only 3 cars for sure without Lister Storm, as we absolutely find against for GT500 that could cause for amount of dollars. The Group C cars we have founded for today. This is the Mazda 787B, the Sauber C9, and what is absolutely going to be the Mercedes-Benz C11, Jaguar XJR9, and that must be LMP1 is still exist in this game. Where are the LMPH? Where is some kind of for the LMDH or LMH as well? We have the Formula 1 cars as the Project Trackday FRC2 Generation 1. As we gotta be look up to this one, we don't have anything in some kind of list as well. So let's doing for a player list as well. The lap times is absolutely pretty not best. And for once of all, 55 seconds is my personal best lap time within the time of just a little bit right now, as we're going to be doing for our very fastest lap times, and our best lap is going to be doing for our personal best for a little bit for this one. If I'm going to be doing for a qualify for quick menu, I need to exit with this out, as we needed to teleport back into the menu. As our personal best, I must continue playing for this literally right now. In our GT4 existence, we're going to be doing for our next car known as the KTM Crossbow. Let's do this for literally one time. Instead of this, driving a BMW M4 GT4, which is CB just absolutely doing instantly crazy drifts as well. Let's entering around this one as one vehicle opportunity. We're going to be doing this for literally right now and blast us away from this time. And using for a sequential transmission as well, we're going to be starting for our lap times. As you can see, there must be the sundown, as we're going to be speeding around throughout this for 5 gears for our changing down into the last couple of these weeks. As we're gonna be heading throughout for a first lap. Let's do this, shall we? As we're doing this for literally for our very first time. Let's do for our super lap, I guess. Within this twin turbo, I guess this is a single turbo of the BMW. As we're heading down into this last couple of decades ago. As we're spinning out for just a little bit of time, this is where I just might absolutely gonna be spinning for extremely a little bit. Our first lap is absolutely quite a bit simple, but passing the 458 GTE, looks like we're closing in for gear number 1. Turning on the headlights on, as we're gonna be doing for just a little bit, we have something kind of just a little bit of issue. I think the Ferrari just went inside, but to do this, he's gonna go outside. But to do this, like it's gonna be doing outside for just a little bit one time. But the lap time is absolutely failure. We're gonna be doing this for a little bit once. So the playlist is absolutely gonna be going up here. Let me see for the lap times is gonna be doing like this. As I'm doing this for a very long time, but the lap times does not absolutely work as even possible. But to do this, like we never say, the lap times is not absolutely working as efficiently doing for some kind of unreliable corner cuts ever. Ever since we had ourselves for a battling for Ferrari 458, looks like we absolutely just waste for some lap times, even though that was pretty not good as well. I think the lap times doesn't work. I need to reset the character at once before I just gonna be leave the server. Absolutely, we just absolutely waste some time. But absolutely, we don't have any handbrakes whatsoever. Now, unfortunately, this is some kind of a little bit mistake. Looks like I just absolutely gonna be leaving the game. And we absolutely gonna be doing for a quick menu, return to map menu. As we doing for every since we cannot able to finish around lap times for continue this out. So, let's return into the hub as we speak to it. So anyways, if you enjoy for this video, because I might make sure that the no time limit is just on. We cannot able to move for a spectate mode or race mode. At least I'm running out of time for this one because of exactly for the money, I guess. The lap times doesn't work in Tsukuba as well as we're gonna be doing for our very amount of time for do this. It takes for a very much time in Project Trackday at least. As we're gonna be doing for a click start. Now I'm still in a level 40. Looks like we have our store. The money system does not work. As we have something kind of a credit system, does not absolutely work. So looks like we have something for a credits. And looks like we don't have anything for something kind of a change log. It looks like we're gonna be going down here. I don't really think we have something kind of a race mode. We don't do race mode. We do something kind of a various much as lap as we came. We have Paul Ricard. We don't do Sebring as well, as we never gonna be finding somewhere else. We got 1, 2, 3 tracks to choose. Without Circuit de la Sarde, replace it with Paul Ricard. 2 new tracks, there's Tsukuba and Paul Ricard. Added Fuji, and that must be Independent Street Circuit, known as the Toronto, Canada, as we're going to be doing such as Grand Prix circuits whatsoever. If I just going to be returned here, that's it for this video, but I'm sorry, this is some kind of end of this video because some kind of cringe music going on out here. So if you like for today's video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and click the bell. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna be see you in the next video.